Hey guys, and welcome to a currently I'm sort of reading update kind of thing. Recently I've seen on Carrie Hope Fletcher's channel a tag that she's done which is currently I'm, which just kind of currently updates you on what I'm reading, watching, listening to, stuff like that. So I thought I'd join in. I'll leave a link to it down below. I don't know if she created it, I have no idea, but I'll leave a link to it down below so you can check it out. So currently I am reading the entirety, if I can grab hold of it, of House of M. I know this is Axis, I've read House of M, I've put it on there, but I read Avengers Disassembled and also House of M yesterday, which is the first one in the series. Today I've got to read Messiah Complex, Divided He Stands, then Second Coming, then Messiah War, and then Avengers vs X-Men, and then I may leave Axis because I don't think that one is necessary for what I'm going to read next. So I want to read those 3, 4, 5 today. It's probably not going to happen because they're quite chunky, but I'm going to try and get through as many of those as possible, and then I can get on to the yesterday's X-Men stuff because that sort of follows on from this series, so I'm going to read those today. Currently I am watching the Lord of the Rings series, so we started last week and today we're going to go on to the Two Towers because we're watching them on a Friday. I'm also carrying on with Star Trek Next Gen. I'm slowly making my way through the final series because I don't want to let this team go. Quite frankly, I don't want to let this team go. And we've got a long time before we get to Picard because we also want to watch Voyager and then also Deep Space Nine before we get there because it all ties in with characters and all the rest of it. So we want to watch those two first, and that means we're going to be a very long time before we see Picard again. So we're sort of slowing down on that. And we've also started watching the X-Men again because it's X-Men month, essentially. It's 20 years since the X-Men film came out, so we watched the original X-Men film the other day, really enjoyed it, and now we're going to go on to the next couple, hopefully, not entirely sure when, but we are going to get to those. I'm currently listening to a lot of McFly because obviously they have signed a new record deal. They're supposed to be releasing a new song this month. Apparently we don't have a new update on that, but apparently we are supposed to be getting a new song this month, not entirely sure when, and a new album later in the year. So my love for McFly has been completely reborn essentially, and I'm very excited about that. So I apologise now for any book tag and all the rest of it I create because I love McFly. And also, funnily enough, the day I'm filming this, it's Tom from McFly's birthday, so happy birthday Tom. The only other things I'm really listening to is the Heathers soundtrack because I watched Heathers the other week and really loved it, so I've been listening to a lot of Heathers and a lot of Little Mix. Just for the hell of it, I've been listening to a lot of Little Mix. Apart from that, the only real things I've got to mention is that I've bought more comics. I should be uploading a book haul next week, but that is just the physical stuff. I've just had a Comixology sale, and it's their latest and greatest sale, so I went a little bit overboard and bought a lot of comics. They were all on my wish list. A couple of them were by Sean and Maguire, which is awesome, and some of these are like the next ones in the series I want to read. The only thing that annoys me is that they had the first 3 Dawn of X comics on sale and not the next 3, and I own the first 3, and I'm like, I need the next ones, give me those. But there we go, I'll just have to wait for those. And apart from that, I don't think there's really anything else to say, to be honest. I just thought this would be a quick thing. I'm currently considering whether or not to do the reading rush, but next week I want to read all the fanfic and I don't want to start getting sort of distracted by the reading rush, so I don't want to do the reading rush, but I kind of want to do the reading rush, and it's like, no, leave it. Just leave it alone, read the fanfic, like you promised yourself. You've got a free week, you planned a week, use the week, because I've got so much fanfic, so I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, apart from that, I'm not really planning on anything. There's nothing really else to update you on, apart from half my X-Men stuff changed around because half my X-Men stuff I couldn't read yet because I had to read previous series beforehand, but there we go. What's new there? Essentially, I'll tell you more about that in my wrap up at the end of the month. And yeah, apart from that, I don't think there's anything else to say apart from the comic book sanctum is going well. I'll leave a link to it down below, but it's basically my comic book website where I talk a lot about Marvel comics and ways to get into them and stuff like this. So hence why I've been reading a lot of comics recently, apart from the whole X-Men thing. So yeah, that's been quite fun. It's going quite well so far. A couple of people have said that it's been helpful, so that's great, and I'm really enjoying it so far, so that's good. And apart from that, I have also reached, how many words? Nearly 3,000 words on camp, and slightly struggling a little bit, but 3,000 words is still 3,000, well, near 3,000 words is now near 3,000 words, so that's going well. So yeah, July's going well so far. I think that's about it. I've really got to say here, I don't really have much else. I don't really have anything to show you or any sort of update on anything else, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more, please do give me a thumbs up and comment down below with that. I'll also leave a link down below to all my social media if you want to check out. And if you want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time guys, bye.